Well, here we are back in our weekend hideaway, continuing disassembly. Of course, the more we do, the more we find has to come off. So at this point, we're taking the alternator off, just to give us a little more clearance to remove the heads, and taking the rocker arm assembly and push rods off of that side, the outboard side. So we are down to pulling out the head bolts at this point, and getting rid of some of the other little parts that are going to have to be unbolted. These brackets, the inner end of the engine, have to come off as well. They're used for lifting. I'll give you a better look at that in a minute. Here's a bracket where the alternator used to be, and that bracket right there has to come off, and this bracket back here has to come off. It's hold dipstick tube in place, so that's got to come off too. And here are all the outboard side push rods and, just out of the way, push rods and rocker arm assemblies. Everything's in exactly the same place it was, so we're not changing the sequence of any of these parts. Gotcha, you son of a bitch. 3/4 inch. And it's supposed to be 80 foot-pounds. It feels like a lot more than 80 foot-pounds to me. I've got the ones in here out, and I'm working on these guys down here, which are, of course, covered with paint. I'm using a 6-point socket, so I've got a few more to go, and then I got to start on the other side. Here are all of our bolts lined up. The short ones go down underneath, and those little holes 5 down there. And the head has a raised pad cast into it right in there. And that one takes the longer bolt. Otherwise, they're all the same sizes. I put the torque wrench on them, and I was getting more than 120 pounds before they broke loose. And I believe the spec is 80 pounds, so somebody really put them together. But I'm pretty happy we got this done. At least one side done. We get the other side done, we'll put a little pry bar in there and see if we can pry the heads off. Of course, they're not going to want to come off either, but... And this water hose has to come off tomorrow. Get rid of that. It's going to be in the way. And so that's it, I think. Time to put the tools away and go inside, get warm for a minute.